Oh yeah, yeah.
Don't let this world get you stressed out. Let that pain go so you can be free. It's Friday afternoon, you just clocked out. Get lost for the weekend. Remember, God is in control. Take a deep breath, go and breathe in. Exhale, let the stress out. Get lost for the weekend. Sometimes I feel lost.
Hey, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Scudder Kane. Welcome to another episode of Shadow Work, where we focus on mindset and self-improvement so we can become the best versions of ourselves. Now, most of the time, we fighting the wrong war. The real war is within. Now let's lock in. Today's episode is called Change for the Better or Be Stuck in a Version of Hell on Earth You Created. Change for the better or be stuck in a version of hell on earth you created. One of the hardest things any of us could do is change. I think any person that's fine with the way they are is delusional, because it's always something to work on. It's always something you can be better at or change, you know? It's like life is about evolving and evolution. And a lot of people are content with just being the same. They're not worried about being a better version of themselves. Some people stunt their growth by settling into a version of themselves that they know don't serve them. So they hide behind the fact that they're lost, stubborn, misguided, scared or lazy. And they hide it with, I am who I am. Nah, little homie. You are who you want to become. That's who you are. You could be anything you want to be and whoever you want to become. That's on you. You ain't who you are. You who you want to be. Change ain't easy, but it's possible. Don't let me get up here and let y'all think that, hey, he making it like change is easy. No, I ain't saying that. I ain't saying changing is easy. It's hard work. And there's plenty of things to change, It's some people, man, they good people, man. They got a lot of good things going. But just because that's what it is doesn't even mean that they don't need to change. We supposed to keep evolving. We're supposed to becoming a better version of ourselves. Because guess what? Even though you might be good in these one areas, it's always something to work on. We're supposed to keep working on ourselves. Even if we can make our best better. That's the crazy thing. We can make our best better. We can improve in all kind of areas. That's what life is about. Keep getting better at whatever it is. It's some people that's getting worse and some people that's stuck. They stuck in the same patterns over and over. They reliving that shit like a nightmare. They be in their own personal hell that they created based upon their bad habits, their bad mindset, their bad thought processes, their bad eating habits, those bad relationships, those bad friendships, those bad decisions. Man, all I'm saying is you gotta keep going. You gotta keep trying to do something different. And you gotta keep trying to fix up on whatever it is that you slacking in. Whatever department you slacking in, you gotta be able to recognize it. Now that's a whole nother thing. Being able to identify what it is you need to work on. But most of the time, man, we be knowing. But some people do be oblivious to it. They think that they find the way they are. They think ain't nothing wrong with them. It's plenty of people like that. They think ain't nothing wrong with me, it's something wrong with you. No, it's something wrong with all of us. We got unhealed baggage that we carrying around from situation to situation, relationship to relationship, and we wondering why we keep going through the same old shit. A lot of women complain about men, you picking those men based upon the fact that you ain't never changed who you were. So you can identify that those type of men keep flocking to me because I'm this way. So let me change this way so I can attract something that I actually want. And the same goes vice versa. Men the same way. You stuck on the physical instead of looking at morals and character. And then you upset because you got a baby mama that's dragging you through hell. You created that. And guess what? You could smooth that out too. Some people you can't change though. Like you only can change yourself. You change yourself to change people. That's the bigger thing. You know, that's some shit that I learned that like, okay, the best way to get results is change your behavior, change your thought process, change how you see stuff, your perspective. And it doesn't always change the next person, but it will change how they have to approach and treat you. They can't treat you any kind of way if that's not how you get down. They're gonna get a stop sign there every time. But I look at it like this. You have to keep striving to become the best version of yourself, or you will end up wherever you stop learning at. Wherever you stop learning at is the spot you're gonna end up at. You're gonna end up on that. I look at this shit like a video game. If you quit at level 7, that's all you at. When you turn that game back on and you load up save progress, yeah, you're gonna still be on level 7. And I think to really defeat this game, guess what? We gotta keep evolving. We gotta keep leveling up. It ain't gonna come to us easy, but hey, we gotta identify the things we need to change. And we're gonna rock out like that. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. You wonder why you're not succeeding in certain things. In relationships, you wonder why all your relationships bad. You wonder why your health bad, your mindset bad, your relationships with people bad. You can't change any of that without changing you first. How you view it and the habits along with those things, you know. You gotta go ahead and get in. You gotta get locked in. You bullshit. You gotta get locked in. And you gotta be serious about changing. You gotta be serious about what you want out this life. At the end of your life, what you want them to say. He was who he was. Or he was anything he wanted to become. And guess what? I'm gonna become anything I think of. Yeah. I'm in control of this vessel. Anything I think of that I want to be, I can be it. Because I'm in control of it. I don't care what nobody else think. I don't care what you think I should be or I could be or what I could do. It don't matter. Because what you see I can't do is what I didn't want to do. What it is that I want to do, I'm becoming. So look at it that way. And just lock in, man. And understand that change is difficult. But that's the key to our success. That's the key to life. That's what we're supposed to be doing. That's evolution. You know what I'm saying? This shit ain't no walk in the park. This shit is not no walk in the park. This shit is all day. You gotta put in real deal work. Cause this change shit, this shit ain't gonna be easy. I'm telling this to whoever. And it depends on how far you are. Like from the bottom to up here, you might have a whole lot of work on your plate. I don't know. Everybody's situation is different. But I look at it like I say in every one of these things, and I'm gonna keep saying, you gotta put God in your mix. You gotta put God in your mix. Because you gotta have something leading you down the right path. You gotta put God in your mix. And whatever your view of God is, you know, I'm not here to judge that. But I know you need him. It's easy to get lost out here in this thing. And it's easy to get stuck in our ways. I see too many older folks stuck in their ways. It's crazy because, like, not even just older folks, young folks too, because it's like, it's this mindset that once I'm 18 and I'm grown and I'm at my parents' house, nobody can't tell me nothing. That's the worst motherfucker to be around. If anybody say nobody can't tell me nothing, hey, walk your ass away from that motherfucker. Nigga, he gon' lead your ass down. That ain't nobody you befriend. That ain't nobody you chill with. You can't tell them shit. What the fuck? That's straight crash out. And that's on any kind of level. That ain't just on no, on no lower level shit. You could be a person, that could be a person in corporate. It could be a person boss. The boss, you can't tell him nothing. And the whole time, the boots on the ground is the one putting in the work, and he might know something. Or might have a good idea that he want to relate to the boss. And the boss might be like, you can't tell me nothing. That motherfucker fucked up too. It don't matter who it is. You always got to be open for information. You don't have to agree with everything. Every piece of information might not be your cup of tea or for you, but hear everything out. Life is about perspective and how you see things. But the point is, though, of this whole segment is, I don't want to get too off point, but the point of this segment is change for the better, or you will be forced to live in your own version of hell on earth that you've created. So my message to you is to sit back and just get a pen and a piece of paper, man, and just write down things that you see around you that you want to be different. Write them down. Write down the ways you think that you wish were different. Write them down. Write down things financially that you wish were different. Write them down. Write down things spiritually, physically, anything you could think of that you don't like about yourself. Write it down, right? And then sit back and go try to educate yourself on ways to fix them. You can't fix everything, but you can make some things better. You can improve on things. So everything don't have a fix, but some things do, you can improve on. Some things you can make a little bit better. You can lighten it, you know what I mean? Or, whatever it is. But I just look at it like this, man. Just keep God in your mix and keep trying to evolve and become the best version of yourself and change for the better. I mean, think about it, man. You ain't tired of losing. You ain't tired of struggling. You ain't tired of those rotten ass thoughts. Come on, man. You ain't tired of those bad relationships. You ain't tired of being broke. You ain't tired of being spiritually broke. Like, come on. You ain't tired of seeing only a certain amount of money and not leveling up past that. Or you ain't tired of not seeing the opportunity around you because of the lifestyle you living. Like, you know the lifestyle you living, foul, but in the same breath, you can't see the opportunity around you because you live in foul. Like, it's there. It's always been there. We all got opportunity, even when we don't see it. But you gotta change to see it. The crazy part, it's always been there for everybody. The opportunities and the things you wanna do, it's always been there. But it's parts of you gotta change in order to see them. And then you'll be like, damn, the whole time this shit was right here. Like, God damn, the whole time I've been going through this shit and this shit been right, sitting back here this whole time. Yeah. That come with change. You don't get that till you change. But like I say, man, keep God in your mix. Love y'all. Till next time, shadow work. Put it in.
Don't let this world get you stressed out. Let that pain go so you can be free. It's Friday afternoon, you just clocked out. Get lost for the weekend. Remember, God is in control. Take a deep breath, go on and breathe in. Exhale, let the stress out. Get lost for the weekend. Sometimes I feel lost, my mood up and down. Every day's a coin toss. So much weight on my shoulders, I can't even walk. I've been going through a lot and I don't wanna talk. Oh, Lord.